Ah, yes, the ever-present site safety, danger, demolition work in progress. Yeah, okay. Use proper ear protectors. Okay, fair enough. High visibility jackets must be worn. I mean, I'm invisible, I've got no legs, so that doesn't necessarily matter. Warning, look out for overhead loads. You better like, comment, and subscribe, or there'll be an overhead load dropping down on you. This is a hard hat area. No admittance for unauthorized personnel. Okay, righto. You know what? I fucked that intro up. We're just going to get on with it. Alright, so today, what we're going to be ended up by doing, if we can drop our particular thing and get rid of our marker here, we have restored the tank to 100% in terms of rust removal. We've got about 75% of the tank undone. We've basically restored the whole entire engine. It's good to go. We need to take out, if we can get up on the top of the tank here, we need to take out all of the other componentry in here and restore that. I didn't show it in the last episode, but I did actually take the primer off and disassemble the turret, although we did show a little bit of that. The last episode was mainly focused on getting rid of all the rust and making sure that the tank was, rust-free, I suppose. Still a bunch of rusty stuff everywhere, but in terms of a tank, it's pretty alright. Now, some of the comments in the comment section below were kind of confused, and it's a little generic in terms of the model types. Granted, this is the demo, and from what I've heard, there are other creators out there that have a different version of the demo, and they have access to all the vehicles, or at least all of the upcoming vehicles, and I've only got the version which has 3 tanks. We've currently completed the Tiger. After this one, we've got an Easy 8 Sherman. I mean, that's as far as it goes for designation. Even the H1 Tiger, that's one designation. The KV1, it's just listed as KV1. There is no model. It's not. Is it a ZIS-5 variant? Is it a 1941 model? Is it a particular specific? Obviously, each particular Russian tank at each factory had a different sort of look and design. That's how they were built. And so that little bit of confusion there, it'd be nice if, obviously they aren't going to put every single nook and cranny into this particular game, but it'd be nice if they actually addressed which model it was, because otherwise, if you come into the storage menu here, it just says KV1. There is no other, the KV1, there's like 5-6 different variants of it. Not even the designation of the tank gun type is listed in the storage. If we go into the storage here, and we select the turret, it doesn't tell us what model gun it is, it doesn't tell us what type it is, it just tells us it's the gun barrel. And I think that's really disappointing. For such a promising game, I hope they really don't do a car mechanic kind of style thing, and, well, I guess not label absolutely everything. I know there's going to be a lot of vehicles in here, but your premise is a tank mechanic simulator, so therefore you should have done a little more research and presented your vehicles just a tad bit better. Alright, let's get into some work. We've got a bunch to do. That's enough talking. Here's a Sandblaster, and cue the music. I think we are virtually done with most of the stuff here. We've got most of the vehicle together. Let's hope we can restore and repair the rest of it. So let's go ahead and now that we've done most of this, we can go and finish this off later. We've got most of it done here. What we're going to do is we're going to go and restore the turret. So let's go and move the tank back to the workshop. Let's get the engine and the turret out again. And then we should be good to start doing some other stuff. So let's module menu, select the turret. Module menu, where is it? There it is. Select the engine, take the engine out. There it is. I wish there was like some sort of mini game where you'd have to pick up and pull the engine out. But I understand that it is a little time consuming in some aspects. Alright, what have we got in here? The driver's seat doesn't look like it's been sanded at all. Right. We're going to take that out. Let's have a look at the tank analytics. That's one thing that we want to have a look at. Okay, overall repair 74%, hull exterior 74%, tracks 100%, wheels 100%, engines 100%. We just need the fuel condition. We need the tank overall assembly, and obviously we need to do the interior. So let's get tank value. Nice. That's quite a lot. We're going to get quite a lot of money for this one. Actually, it's a lot more money than the Tiger, that's for sure. That's odd. Alright, we're going to go ahead and assemble everything that we can with this particular thing. So, we did go and already restore as much as we could. With this, there's a part which we haven't restored. Right. Okay. That'll be something we'll have to address here very quickly. Alright. Let's go and put these guys on. Because what we'll do is we'll end up by going and painting them. Save as much money as possible. Alright, let's get the viewer in. Alright. Let's get that optic viewer. Let's go put the MG back in. Right, and the mantlet protective sleeve. Right. Again, and the barrel. There, that's basically it. Unless there's a couple of other modules that I am... That is missing. I don't think there is much missing, apart from like a couple of periscopes and things. Again, it doesn't feel like this tank is fully complete. Analysis, tank analysis, overall assembly. Let's have a look. Have a bit of a scroll. Turret exterior, 33%. The tank interior is 100%. I really think they're missing a couple of periscopes. I know the gunners had some. Yeah, I don't think this thing's fully modelled. Again, it is the demo, but still, we are missing a rear machine gun, it looks like. Does look like a Christmas tank now. Well, I fucked up that. It's going to be green now. The whole entire tank is going to be green. It's going back to its standard camouflage, and we're not even going to bother putting any markings on it either. We'll do that later. Alrighty, welcome back. We've loaded back in. Turns out the game did actually crash. That's okay. We're not gonna judge you, game. You are a bit broken. That's all right. Let's go into our storage. Let's have a look at the fuel system. Everything should be. That's for the Tiger. Again, I hate that. Fuel system should be 100%. Gearbox 100%. So we're good in terms of what we need to do. Oh yes, I need to go put the chair back in, so let's go into assembly mode. Let's open this up. Let's go into assembly mode. Let's put the driver's seat back in. There we are, fantastic. Now the driver actually has somewhere to sit. In the meantime, we can put the two radiators back in, so let's go back towards the engine. Gonna put everything back in as we see fit. Both air filters. Usually you do all the fuel tanks and the external interior electronics and what have you first. Then we can put the other radiator back in. This gearbox cover in. Go to the other one as well. Fantastic. We're getting there. Put the gearbox in. Put the generator in. Yikes, there's quite a lot of stuff here. Finish that off later. Now we've got a massive sort of green section on our vehicle. Damn it. I'm not going to paint it just yet. Alright, let's just assemble everything again. Because apparently it doesn't necessarily matter. Alright, exhaust. Put these two on. We need to do all the fuel fillers and stuff like that. We'll get to painting, then we'll get the engine completely running. Get it all installed. There, looks fantastic. Alright, let's close this. I can't close it for some reason. Take disassembly mode, take assembly mode, come on. I can close you, can't I? No, oh hang on, we've got an idea. Model menu, select turret. Is that glitched? I think that is completely 100% glitched. Take disassembly mode. There we are. Alright, now let's close the driver's hatch. Alright, let's get to painting the rest of the vehicle. We're going to do that right now. Toggle to paint gun. Primer mode. I want it in paint mode. I'm just going to paint everything. Should really be in the painting booth. Who cares? We can do it out here now. Tank repairs is at 99% basically. Which I mean I don't necessarily mind. Right, let's get the engine deck done. So clearly we are missing quite a few things. Despite being basically 98% restored. Everything in here should be good. Like there is headsets and everything should be fine. Alright, let's have a look at the analytics. Gearbox condition, fair enough. Fuel system condition, alright. Those two need to be done. 96% paint. We've got too much to go. 100%, 100%, 100%. Everything's 100%. So, it's the gearbox condition and the fuel system. But we restored those. So, let's hit the tank assembly mode. Let's see if there's anything missing on it. Because we definitely need a few things. We're definitely going to need a few things at this rate. That's for sure. Like, what exactly are we missing in here? Like, I'm not seeing anything directly in here. What about inside the turret? Again, I'll probably pick this up and post in the edit, but I'm not entirely sure what is and what isn't. So are we missing a machine gun? I really don't know. This is actually starting to baffle me just a little bit. Tank repairs, tank assembly, 98%. Paint. Ah. Right, we haven't put the gearbox in, have we? That could be a bit of an issue. Alright, I think we need to take off. I think we need to take off a couple of parts. We need to go through that engine bay again. Put the other gearbox cover in. Put the transmission shaft. Okay, there goes one. Right. Put the fan in. There we are. Put the other transmission shaft in. Beautiful. There we go. We finally found it. Alright. Put everything back in, I guess. Alright. Radiator. Put that in. Put that in. 1, 2. Alright. Put the engine hatch on. Now, we'll just go to show tank exterior. Put the gearbox covers in. Let's see, can we get around to the other side? Kind of. Alright. Put that front gearbox cover in. There we are. 99%. Right. There is a 1% that is missing somewhere. I reckon it's that hull machine. There's a machine gun missing somewhere. Oh, hang on. Put the exhaust on. There it is, 100%! Hooray! Everything is 100%. Alright, well, let's go and move all the modules back in. Let's put the engine back in. Hang on. Close the engine hatch. Alright. And let's go put the turret back on. And now we're basically 100%. I am disappointed that there's no rear machine gun. That's that. Okay, now let's go and get the engine started. So for that, we need to open these up we need to take off the 2 radiator covers. Then we need to just open this up. And at that point, we can go grab the engine. So we go into module menu, analysis, toggle engine, right? Fluid menu, container 1. Okay, filling up the coolant. Alright. And now we're doing this side. It's a bit lackluster, to be honest. Okay. Hit escape. Right, next one to do. We need to go back here. Fluid menu. Let's go fuel. Fuel container. Right, that's a little disappointing. I was hoping you had to go take off the radiator caps and everything. That is really, really irritating. So I was hoping that it'd be a little more in depth. Because look, I'm just pouring into a magical spot. What else is there to do? Everything is full. We're done here. All right, let's put these back together. All right. I'm kind of disappointed because that was supposed to be the grandeur moment, I suppose. And here it is, sort of just terribly modelled in. There's supposed to be proper optics there, and there's not. And we're 100% on absolutely everything. So we're basically finished. The last thing for us to do today is to obviously go into the status menu, and we're going to start the engine. I wish we could unlock the test drive. That annoys me greatly. We're going to toggle the engine. You ready? There we are. That is kind of lackluster. That's a little annoying. I am disappointed that obviously there is no hole in the back here to start the tank properly. There's only a couple of towing lugs and the exhaust pipe cover. That's basically it. And I'm actually quite disappointed by this game now. I get that it's a demo, but even so, this just doesn't feel correct at all. That doesn't sound like a KV1 engine either. It just sounds like the same as the Tiger. So, I mean, we've just done everything. We've just completed the tank to 100%, and that's sort of about it. That's really it. And that's very, very, very disappointing. But on that rather somber note, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, lads. We're probably going to touch the Sherman next. There's a couple of Shermans out in the yard. But hang on, first, what I want to do is want to be able to sell the particular tank. So let's go up to the analysis menu. Buy missing parts. We're 100%. Tank value is 34,000. That's going to give us a hell of a lead up on the next particular vehicle. I think I found a glitch. We've just got 400,000. We've still got the vehicle here. What the hell? You know what? We don't have a vehicle here. It is not there. It is perfectly okay. Thank you very much for watching. We now have 400,000. I think that's a bit of a bug. I think that's a bug. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio. Bye-bye.